What makes life worthwhile? And how can we live meaningful lives? Is meaning discovered or created? The answer isn't straightforward because it's a bit of both. But I hope that as we explore this theme, it will become clearer and hopefully inspire some creativity. Now, each one of us are born into a world that's already filled with symbols and meanings and stories. We don't arrive here as a blank canvas. We are not born from nothing. The family, the nation, the culture, this specific time in history that you are born into are all part of a context that already gives a specific flavor and meaning to your story. And most of us spend the early parts of our childhood trying to make sense of this complex reality. We continually reorientate ourselves around newly discovered facts, and that's a natural stage and phase of growing up. We try to find our place in this world. We try to fit in, but we never fully find that place or fit in. Why not? First, because it's a very you are a movement within a movement. It's complex to find a space in something that is constantly changing and moving. And secondly, the stories, the context that you are born in does not give you your individual meaning. That is something that you need to be creatively involved in. Our stories, they make meaning possible, but they do not tell your unique story. Now, many of our audience are from a Christian background, so I want to specifically speak to that as well, thinking about Jesus, who was born at a very specific time in history, within a very specific culture and a very specific religion. He did not simply conform to his religion and his culture. He didn't simply confirm and validate what he was part of. In fact, he so radically reinterpreted it that he blew it up. That he shattered it. So to follow Jesus means that I cannot simply be part of the culture and the religion I grew up in. Even if those traditions and religion is supposedly based upon the interpretations of Jesus' teaching, I've got to find what is valuable, but also reject what has become old and stale. You see, what was relevant to generations past has the tendency to become idols in the present if we don't continue in that living movement of reinterpretation. So following Jesus means more than just neatly fitting into your Christian tradition. It means both valuing what is good from that tradition, but also rejecting what no longer carries that living flavor. And this is true to all of life. Life is this continual harmonization and balancing of contrasts, of what is worth preserving from the past, but also what is what needs to be renewed, what needs to be created anew. So, my friends, we live in an amazing story. This whole universe is an unfinished story, consisting of many verses. And it is that amazing ability, that amazing process in which all the unique self-creating verses are brought together into a whole that somehow makes sense. That lure towards beauty and new value and new meaning. That's what I call God. A God that is not a distant personality, but a present possibility of making life worthwhile, meaningful, beautiful. A God who invites you to be part of this creative process, as He offers you possibilities and enables you to actualize those possibilities. Bless you. Bye.